Hi everyone, Ainsworth here with another Bittoken video, and I got this message from one of my downlines, and the message here, right? It's a good night. I'm panicking now because I had over $900 in my wallet, but now I have 629. How is that possible, right? So I'll be sharing with you how is it possible and why a lot of persons will be seeing a drastic reduction in the US dollar value of their tokens, right? So let me just go to the Bittoken app, right? Now, a lot of us have been accustomed to coming here in the wallet section of the app, and all our concentration is on this area, right? So we only most times in looking we look at the dollar figure, only the dollar figure, the US dollar figure. I want to circle that. Let me change the thing to circle this thing here, this dollar figure here. That's the only part that most persons are interested in, is the dollar figure portion. However, there's more to the entire amount that you see here than just the US dollar figure, right? We overlook things like here, which is the current rate, here, which is the amount of reward points that you have. Now, this amount, which is the amount of bit token based on the amount of reward points and the amount of the current rate, will reflect here. Now, for most persons, they did not know that the US dollar value can change, and it will change based on a few things. What are the things that will cause it to change? One, the current rate, and two, the amount of reward points, right? And how all of this ties in, and how do we come to the amount, the current rate, right? So this is how the current rate is calculated. And you can do it on your own. You go to team, then you come to the three dots here, then you go to statistics. All right, here to statistics. And what we're looking for is this number, the total reward points mined, right? So you're going to look at that number. Now, let's go to the calculator and let's show you something now. So the Bittoken app was launched on the 16th of November. All right, from the 16th of November to the 30th was 14 days. For the there was 31 days in December, 31 in January, 28 in February, 31 in March, and so far today is the 21st of April. So in total, since the Bittoken app was launched, is 156 days. Remember that number, 156 days. Now, what I do every month, 3 million and 20,000 Bittoken is issued by the smart contract. I want to find out how much Bittoken is distributed per day, so I divide by 30. So it works out to 100,666 tokens per day, and I multiply that by the 156 days, which will be in total so far a total of 15,704,000 Bittoken has been distributed so far. Now, to calculate the current rate, we're going to divide that by the total reward points mined, which is 49,997,885,886 reward points. All right, so it's 47,977,000,000. Let it go. 851 and 856. 851, 856. So this would be the current rate. So it would be 0.00 and you round up 0.003, right? So if you go back to the wallet and you look here, you will see the current rate is 0.003. Now, what was happening through the period that we were having the different updates, the current rate was not set correctly. If you had been noticing it, it was saying 0.0048. All right. So just using an example here, if you had, let's do example here, we have 1.6 million, no, 1,169,000. All right. 62. 1, 67, 624, right? And if when the current rate was 0.0048, the total amount of Bittoken would be this 560 Bittoken, right? And then the next step would multiply that by the listing price, which would be 50 cents, and the amount would be $280, right? So this person would be looking at $280. However, now because the current rate has decreased, they are seeing 190. So let's calculate this number and show you how it becomes that. So the 1.67624 times the current rate of 0.0033 would be 385. Are you seeing that the number is the same? Right here. 385, 32, 385, right? And if you multiply the amount of Bittoken by the listing price, it will be 192. Come here, 192. All right, so what caused it? Why is this possible? All right, let's go back here and look at statistics. As more and more persons are coming in, more reward points will be issued, right? And that will decrease the current rate, right? So the current rate will fall, but that doesn't mean that you are losing, right? All right. now say you're not losing, it will decrease the amount of bit token that you have, because it's one pizza, and if you have 10 persons going after the one pizza, your slice will be smaller. However, that is still a good thing. Why is this a good thing? Because as more users are a part of the, the company, more persons are using it, the tokens are more evenly distributed, and it will be better for our ecosystem. All right. So yes, your total amount of reward points will not decrease. However, your current rate, the current rate can decrease or increase, as also the amount of bit token can increase. So I am a visual person. So this can change. These can change. So these can change. This can change. All right. This only change when you get more. So don't, as long as you're getting more reward points, these will also go up.